Got this.
Were you all camping for camos on your guns, or you guys just suck?
I need long shot kills with fucking machine pistol, so that's my excuse, but...
You know you can do that while moving, right?
Have you tried?
Have
you tried
actually
getting long shot kills with a machine pistol? Well, good for you.
I don't have to be bad in order to get camos. It is disgusting that is what this game has devolved to. It's just people sitting in corners and then they say that I'm grinding my camos. You're not grinding shit. You're camping. You're terrible at the game, so you sit there on your stomach, ADS the entire time, saying that you're grinding camos to make your little feelings feel better. You're trash. Own it. I'm trash. I can own it. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your host, Mr. Flatface, the man of many faces and even more opinions, and I have a very salty opinion, but I also have a solution to my salt. As you can hear, I was getting very frustrated in that game. I joined that game late, and I didn't even have to cap a flag. We won because they weren't moving. Their entire team wasn't moving. I could have made an entire compilation that would have lasted the entire game of me just dying to people standing in corners. Yes, we got 19 kills, but it was a hard-earned 19 kills. It is so annoying to go against a team that's not even moving. What makes it more annoying is that they didn't even try to play the objective. But before we get into that, I first have to say this. I want to say thank you to everybody who has supported the channel, whether it's my YouTube shorts or it's my actual long-form YouTube content. I enjoy the fact that you guys are watching it. I enjoy the fact you guys are leaving likes, comments, and subscriptions. It's really fun to watch my channel grow and to experience things with you guys. And to people leaving comments, leave a long one, leave a short one, leave your opinion, good or bad. I want to hear what you have to say. It's not an echo chamber here. If I'm complaining about skill-based matchmaking and you like it, let me know. I'm not going to berate you for it. Maybe you bring up some good opinions. I just want to say thank you guys for that. Let's get into the video. It's kind of becoming a theme on this channel for me to be hunting down these camo grinders in quotation marks. I seem to run into a lot of lobbies where that seems to be the running excuse. Instead of saying I'm bad at the game or I'm too scared to move or I'm not confident enough in my skill abilities to run around the map, instead I'm going to say I'm grinding camos. I'm so bad at the game that I can't run and grind camos. I can't shoot across the map while moving and grind camos. I can't run and mount a wall to get a kill to grind a camo. And I cannot, slide to get my crouch kills. I can't do any of that. No. Instead, I have to say I'm grinding camos because I am laying on the ground with a bipod aimed down sight. I have to say I'm grinding camos because I'm too scared to move, so I just mount up against this wall and aim at the exact same spot for the next 10 minutes of this game. I have to say I'm grinding camos because I'm too absolutely pathetic to try to capture an objective and ruin the rest of the players in the lobbies OBJ time. Some people get on to play objectively because they want to play objectively. People don't get on to watch you try to get a camo that you're never going to use. Let's be 100% honest. You are definitely going to go to the store and you're just going to buy a camo that you like, and that's going to be the one you're using. So what's your excuse going to be then? Are you going to say that you're grinding camos? Or are you just going to say that you're trying to get a nuke or you're trying to get this? You're always going to have an excuse to sit in a corner if you sit in a corner. There's zero chance you're going to convince me otherwise. If you are a person that enjoys sitting in a corner and you're a person that enjoys not playing the objective because you just want to get a lot of kills, you're always going to be that person no matter what color your gun is. Back in the day, the camo of your gun used to mean something. It used to mean that you got 1,000 headshots or that you did really good in a match or you completed 1,000 double kills. The camos that exist in the game now are not that. Yes, there's something to work towards, but they shouldn't be your end all to be all. You shouldn't be sitting on the ground, laying on your stomach with your belly to the earth, trying to say that you're grinding a camo that you're not actually using to grind towards. I say this confidently because I literally just posted a gameplay today of me being one of you, of me sitting in a building the entire game. And you know what I did? I did 26 and 1. And of those 26 kills, I got 13 of them with my gun. The other 13 came from score streaks. It's pathetic. Am I salty about this? 100% I'm salty about this. I am so tired of my games, my objective games being ruined by people like you sitting in a corner. Now, this isn't directed to any one of those people in that lobby. They just happen to be the climax of my rage when it comes to this. I got on today to try to enjoy some TDM or some domination, and all 3 domination games I played in a row were people sitting there grinding camo. Normally it's 1 or 2, but this was every game. It was just, I joined late because the lobbies were emptying out. Nobody wants to play against people that are sitting in the corner. Nobody wants to lose a game because people are sitting in a corner not helping you get the objective. I don't want to die 200 times trying to get the objective any more than I want to kill you 1,000 times sitting in a corner. There's zero dynamic gameplay to you sitting in a corner and me sitting in a corner. If we both sit in a corner, then nobody's moving and nobody's doing anything. If Call of Duty devs were to actually look at the metadata for their games, how many games are literally going to the time limit because you are promoting camping? You are incentivizing it. You are making the map so small that they have to sit in a specific spot to get their long shot. You are making the camo grind so annoying that people are trying to do it in a way that is actually more grindy than most games that are grind based. What I mean by that is people are literally lying on the ground to get their camos done because they don't want to actually move. They just want to focus on that one skill, and that's only because of the way you design the map. They can't go and run and mount it on the wall because they're not skilled enough because of your skill-based matchmaking. There's no crappy lobby to get into to actually grind out your camo. You didn't even give us a small map to do it with. Where before we had Nuketown or we had Shipment, we don't even have a small map. The smallest map we have is Shoot House, which is absolutely chaotic and I love it, but that's the smallest map we got. Every other map is dog crap. Your next smallest map next to Shoot House would be Border Crossing, the map that's literally filled with explosive cars everywhere that you can't do anything with. Oh, you got to get mounted kills. You can't mount on a car that's covered in smoke. You can't see through the damn smoke. You can't go prone beside it either because it's just going to explode. You want to slide? No, you're going to get hung up on every broken bumper that's in the map. The Call of Duty devs have designed the camos grind to be so challenging, it's so grindy, it's not even fun. And then that's ruining every other mode except for TDM. Is camping in TDM there? Yeah. Does it annoy me? Yeah. But does it bother me to no end? No, because I could care less what you do in TDM because it's about getting kills. As long as you're doing that, I don't care. But if I go play hardpoint, I want to see people capturing the point. I want a dynamic hardpoint game. If I go play Search and Destroy, I want to play Search and Destroy. I want people planting and defusing the bomb, not just TDM with round limits. And if I go play Domination, I want a dynamic tug-of-war back and forth. I don't want it to just be people sitting in a corner because the game's longer, grinding out their 20 kills. I joined that game late and I got 19 kills. Those guys were in the game the entire time and they got 26. That's the difference between me joining the game halfway through and them playing the entire time. And now, like I said before, I have no hate towards those guys. Those guys just happen to be the climax of my rage today. Now, I do have a solution. I was actually talking with one of you guys in the comments below. I cannot pronounce your name, but here it is on screen. But I was talking with you and we came to a conclusion. They could fix this by having camos be tied to objective gameplay. Do you want gold? Capture 250 flags in Domination. Non-neutral flags. You want platinum? Capture 2.5 minutes on hardpoint or 20 minutes on hardpoint or something like that. Tie the camos to the objective play so people stop sitting in corners. You can even tie it to movement. Have a whole skin. You want pearlescent paint on your gun? Then run 10 miles in a game. Not a single game, just total. You could do this and make it so there's actual camos that grind for movement based rather than sitting in corners. You're seeing me move right now in a game and I drop 50 kills while playing the objective. Isn't that crazy? You don't have to just sit in corners to get your camos done. And the fact that you guys keep using that as an excuse actually makes me feel saddened that this is where the Call of Duty's community has gone to. You don't give a crap about that camo. Stop pretending you do. I grind the camos to keep me interested. Otherwise, this game would be dead to me. I would never play it. There is no other game on the market that does what this game does, so I have to play it. So I grind the camos to get it. Do I ever sit still? No. I'm always moving. If I take 20 rounds to get long shots done, then I take 20 rounds to get long shots down. But I'm pretty much completing a gun a night, and that's while moving. So I'm not understanding the whole logic and the whole thought process behind you camo grinders. Explain it to me. Break it down to me what your thought process is between sitting in a corner for the entire game and moving when you can do everything you're saying you're doing in a corner while moving. Also, there's no get short range kills except for point blank, which would mean you'd have to move. In that game, in those clips you saw, half the time those guys were just sitting in an empty room by themselves waiting for somebody to walk through a door. How pathetically sad is that? How sad is that that's where your game has gotten to, that you paid money to do that in? I'm going to repeat an example I used in my previous video. When you watch pros play, when you go watch your favorite pro team play, and I'm seeing a lot of CDL skins, so that clearly means a lot of you are paying attention to the Call of Duty League. Do those people sit in corners the entire game? Nope. What is their recommendations to getting better? They say get up and run around. Try different strategies. Push objectives. W key people. If you are playing Warzone, go drop in the hot zones. If you're playing multiplayer, push the fight. Sitting in a corner accomplishes nothing. You don't get better. You don't improve your accuracy. You don't improve your skills. You don't improve anything that you are doing. You are simply sitting in a corner. How do you think you're going to get better at that? Do you think a chef sits at the dining table and waits to get better at cooking? No, he goes and practices. Do you think a mechanic goes and sits in the garage and watches other mechanics work? No, he goes and does it himself. It's crazy to think that you would actually have to practice the skills that you're trying to enforce yourself to play with. It's infuriating. The concept that you guys go and hide behind, it's such a straw man argument. I'm grinding camo, so everything you say is wrong. I'm not moving because everything you say is wrong. If I come to you and I say, hey, I want you to try to run around the map, you're going to say no, because the only way to grind long shots is to lie down. Granted, some maps it is like that, but most of them it is not. You can do it while moving around. It's crazy, I know. Especially the long shot excuse. Most of these maps are freaking huge. You can definitely move around and get long shots. I've done it. I have a lot of platinum guns. It's crazy, I know, but you can move and do camo grinding. I know it's a foreign concept to think that you can actually move in a game and have fun, but I don't know when this became the new standard in Call of Duty. I don't know when it became the standard to sit in a corner and say that you're having fun. I also don't know when the color of your gun dictated the amount of fun you're going to have. I'm sorry, grinding for a camo does not mean you have to sit still, and the sad, pathetic excuse that you guys keep using as I'm going to sit in a corner is absolutely outrageous. It's time for us as a COD community and as gamers in general, to grow up and not give a crap what our skin looks like. We all know you're going to go buy a skin from the store anyway, so just go do that. Do that and then enjoy your time and do that and move around. If you like to sit in a corner, that's fine. But if there is truly a very strict skill-based matchmaking in this game, which there is, then the lobbies I join should not be filled with a bunch of people sitting in a corner. Oh, Mr. Flatface, maybe you're that bad. That's most likely going to be the argument you're going to give me. And if I am, then that's fine with me. Well, at least I'm that bad while trying to move around and explore and have a good time. At least I'm not that bad by sitting in a corner. I dropped 50 kills in this game by moving, and I dropped 26 kills in a game while not moving, and only 13 times did I actually kill somebody. Everything else was a score streak. Sounds like a lot of fun, guys. It's just the whole concept starting to bother me. And it's such a simple solution. Tie camo grinding, tie camos to objective play, so there's a reason to go play those modes. There's a reason why only people play TDM. There's a reason why that's the most popular game mode. One, it's the simplest to understand, but two, it's also the one where nobody cares what you do. If I go play Domination, I want to play Domination. If I play Hardpoint, I want to play Hardpoint. I don't want to sit in a corner the entire game. To me, these concepts are simple, but for some reason, the COD devs are foreign and absolutely astronomically confusing. But this has been probably my angriest COD rant yet. I'm going to make sure that tomorrow's video is a happy video. I've been your host, Mr. Flatface, the man of many faces and even more opinions, and this was my extremely salty opinion on camo grinders. I released a video yesterday about them. Today, I'm ranting about them. I hope you guys have a good holidays, happy holidays, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.